Hi everybody, this is Wenzes from Below the Radar Above the System, and today's topic is why the grass on the other side is never greener. Before we start into the topic, I wanted to talk to you about some administrative things just really quickly. First off, I created an idea pool. It's like pretty much a discussion group. I sent a link with the invitation a couple of hours ago, but you can also find the address in the About section of Facebook. The thing is this, that people have started posting things to the page, which are actually helpful, but the way the page is technically set up, not everybody can see those. And I think it's important that we all kind of share our own thoughts and give out ideas and so on, and things we can all work with. So this is what this discussion group is about. I hope we keep it focused. This is just something I really hope we monitor each other throughout the next months. I'm pretty sure not everybody's going to join right away. It takes some time, but that it doesn't turn into a group where we discuss just random things or why we are the way we are and how we, with energies and so on. Things that are, that are all interesting to all of us, no doubt about it, but there are other places where we can post these things, other pages that are really good at it, and I don't want to create like just another copy of that. So let's just keep it all with specific topics that will help us to deal better with our lives and to get to a better place, to be successful. And I hope we all monitor each other in this way. Jay, I read your comment. I hope I'm gonna be loud enough. I know you weren't the only one, but I'll try to speak up. And there was also another comment. Please forgive me for not being able to remember your name. It was like a lot of letters and numbers, but you asked about what things energize us or energize me as an infj, and you can find this in the rituals video. Okay, so enough said about that. So today's topic is why the grass on the other side is never greener. I'm pretty sure you've all experienced situations where you thought, oh, if I just had that job, if I had these friends, if I wasn't like this other specific area, I would be so much happier. I had this also a couple years ago. I thought, if I didn't see a sense in anything, and I thought, oh, if I just had like a job in New York, that would be so interesting, and then everything would make sense. And that's not how it works. If you consider your life boring right now, then it's because you perceive it as boring. And when you have like something new, you'll get used to all this new stuff at some point, and then it'll bore you the same way. So actually, the fact that you experience your life as boring or as not fulfilling is a good stepping stone to actually create something out of that. And if you think about addictions, I know I'm really prone to it. I know a lot of INFJs are prone to it. We get addicted to specific foods, to music. When we meet somebody interesting, we all want to like absorb that emotional space. And I pretty much feel like we live in like this boundless space, and every time we like see something that we like, and then we just want some more of it, and to fill up that void pretty much. And so we get like fixed on these things, and we want more of this. And this is also how we go about life. So we think, oh, in my imagination, it would be so fun to have like a group of friends, and we do so much more interesting things. But the reality is, you've had two friends for the last 10, 15 years, and there's a reason for it. It's not that nobody likes you. It's just because you choose to have like just particular little friends who you can be comfortable with. And we often don't understand the difference between what we think we want and what we really want. So addiction. So we try to get addicted. We think like, oh, the feeling of this is gonna be so awesome, and then that's how we get stuck on things, and we are pretty much like a void. And then we go into this, like, we hope our whole life that one day we walk around the street and then we'll see somebody or see something, some opportunity that will fill this void. But that's not gonna happen. I mean, it can happen, of course it can happen, but it's your responsibility to fill that void and not somebody else's. But then we come to our problem because we don't see a sense in doing anything. For example, I was very successful, let's say, to a specific point, and I had all these things going for me, and I still didn't see a sense in anything, and didn't know why I should like work more, why should I like take on new challenges and so on. Like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of this? I'm gonna die at some point. I'm not gonna be more happy when I have more money. Everybody knows that. It's not gonna really matter. I'm already like earning better than all my friends. Like, what difference is gonna make? But you get to a point when you don't want anything, you don't have anything you're working towards, you get depressed, and that's where all your whole potential is not being used. So what I'm trying to say here is that don't look for a specific thing. This is like subconsciously maybe even, but we tend to go through life thinking, oh, if we meet that person or if that opportunity comes our way, it'll make the biggest difference. But it won't, because you get used to that person. You either get used to that person and then your life purpose becomes fulfilling their wants and needs. This is like also common, like I've fallen victim to that. Or you think, oh, this job is going to be the opportunity for me, and when you start that job, you're going to realize either, oh, you don't like what it takes to be in that job, meaning like backstabbing and so on, or you're going to just conquer it, manage it, and then you'll just get bored right away, and then you're like looking at the exact same problem. So this whole searching that one day something is going to come our way that's going to fill our void is the wrong tactic. That's what I mean with the grass is never greener on the other side. Whatever you think this would be like optimally something that you will have, and you're looking for that your whole life, and then you feel, oh, my life is meaningless because I can't find it. Yeah, stop that. Just stop it. Like, the beauty in your life is the way you experience it. You already have it. It's I know there are like things we have to struggle with. Yeah. I don't want to tell you how many people have completely cut me off after talking to them for a minute, just because I'm like too intense, too intimately talking with people, and I want connections and so on. So yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff that comes with it, but I know that we experience the world in a very special way, and yeah, I wouldn't want to miss it. I love the way we experience the world and how the way that we know how the world should be inspires us to do good things for others. Okay, so when we say don't look for the one thing that you're doing, what you actually like, don't go in life and think, oh, this is something I can, you know, I'm gonna get addicted to this or to that because that's gonna give my life meaning. You should create an addiction for yourself. And what this means is you have to do something that in the beginning probably you're not gonna care about it. You're not gonna think, oh, there's any sense in it or meaning in my life. But after you do it a couple of times, you kind of like it, and then you start wanting more of it. And that's what I always say with wanting success, wanting to progress, wanting to grow. Because once you've gotten into the flow, like you really addicted to something, you like fill the void with your own emotions in a specific direction, like mental direction, as in I want to grow, I want to expand, I want to be more. That's when you actually really start helping others. That's when you really start being happy, because you're not gonna, when you look for happiness, you're not gonna find it. When you look for meaning, you're not gonna find it. The secret is to actually do something that seems like labor, which means looking for success and motivating yourself. As I said, I listen to motivational music every single day, and every time I get down, I listen to it again, and this kind of keeps me focused. Like, it keeps like this whole void going into like a specific direction. And once you have a direction in life, that's when these things start happening. That's when you can take in more information. That's when you like really get happy about accomplishments. And this is how you get out of this depression phase and are able to expand yourself. And I know that the main problem with this is that we think we're betraying ourselves by going like this superficial road, but we're not. We're just adding something to it, because you're never gonna lose your identity. If you meet somebody or something that tells you, oh my God, I'm going into the wrong direction here, then you can always fall back into your own world and then build yourself up there. Like, I was so depressed like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. I was completely shutting out reality whatsoever. My best friend's coming in the room, I'm listening to music. The only thing I thought is, please go out. I just want to be by myself. It's because I couldn't stand reality. I just couldn't handle it because something didn't go the way I planned it, how it should be in my NI. And that was because I got addicted to something external that I didn't have any control over. But if you create your own addiction, something that like where you want to add things to the void, which is pretty much building your self-esteem. Like I listen to music which sound like really, really superficial and things like, yeah, I'm the best and so on, but this is just music I'm listening to. It's not like I talk to people a certain way. It's not like I disrespect people. But if you like keep putting thoughts in your head and like things that want you to grow mentally and to become stronger mentally, it helps you to get like a grounded, to have like a better sense of yourself, so you're less and less concerned with what other people think of you. And this also helps you to go a road which you feel comfortable with, despite what everybody else thinks. And we tend to go often in a direction where we think, if we're not very nice to people, if we're not very compassionate, if we're not showing people that we're spiritual, then they're not going to understand who we are. This is like something we define ourselves by, but you're not betraying yourself if you're not putting these things out there. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful, because it's not about money. It's not about power. It's about having a strong sense of self that helps you heal. It helps so much if you like see a sense in that you want to accomplish something, that you want to grow. And you know how they say on the plane, you have to save yourself before you can save others. When I'm completely lost and I don't see meaning in anything, then I'm not the biggest help to others. So yeah, this is it for now. I know this wasn't really practical, so to speak, but many of the things I talked about in the last videos I have known for years, and I have not taken them into consideration. I have not like really put them as like a thing. Like I haven't really applied them all the time because I didn't find a meaning in it. I didn't find a sense. And to get to this place where you just do something because you know after you do it a while, it gives you a good feeling. And having a good feeling is important for you to grow. And not that, oh, I'm striving to have money, that's why I think making money is going to give my life meaning. So, and I had to get to this mental place before I can actually use all those things, the learning curve, the rituals and so on, so I can really use those things. So this is as important as the other things, if not more important. But I'm also going to mix it up. I know I have a lot of topics, things that I could talk about, but I'm also very looking forward to questions, suggestions, things that are happening in your life that I'm pretty sure we can make like a core issue out of it. Not talk about like a specific person or that specific situation, but something that we can make like as a main thing and that we can all benefit from. Yeah, I'm sorry this video got so long. I'll try to keep it short next time. Wish you all a great and successful week. Bye.